Hello and welcome back, everyone. After dealing with the pirates' threat there, it looks like we still have a good number to deal with above, but we take care of everything else. I am ready to get started with my evasion, because the starbase should no longer be at risk, especially with the garrison fleet with it there, and it does not look like they are going to make their way down to my colonies anytime soon. So I have been assembling my pulverizers, assembling my wasp, and getting them ready for the push to come. I just want to try and max out my logistics as much as possible. It's really what I want to do, so I'm going to get these wasp, start forming up when I can there, because I would like to get at least 5, maybe 6 there. That is a possibility. I just don't want to leave my swarmers and everything else too vulnerable in case a couple of oak cruisers decide to push forward on me there. But yeah, our Pulverizers are looking good. We got a massive amount of missile defense, which of course, the oaks are going to be pretty useless, especially if they start spraying all their fire there, like they're pretty much going to. And I had just barely noticed before doing the recording that we have oaks coming up here from the north, because I had decided to garrison my actual fleet instead of having them roaming around. Of course, the downside is I never get an indication that they need to be moved, so I had almost completely missed these cruisers coming up. But that's not a problem at all, because the moths are well equipped for what they need to do. And let's see what kind of movement I have. It's 13 hexes, so I can take out both these, right? I should be able to reach that oak cruiser just fine. It's going to be 10 hexes, so yeah, that is not a question. Oh, and there's a couple more to deal with. So nice and easy. We're destroying oaks by the dozen practically there. If I had more movement, well, actually, the moss here could have took it on, but again, I don't want to really risk. I want to try and minimize the damage as much as possible. Also, we got these fleets still moving around there, and we have our constructor, our builder in position, so let's keep the culture built up if we could, because this starbase is pretty much going to be irrelevant rather quickly, so I don't have to worry about defenses for that, because I'm going to eventually put a starbase here really soon. I just need to clear out this area, which actually I should be trying to do. Considering there's all these starbases here, I should probably really consider that while I'm waiting for the rest of the fleet to come. And of course, my infestors are all formed up. Just gotta keep them hanging back so there are no surprises at all. And I think, yeah, there's an overabundance of ships down here, so I can start moving up north. I'm gonna keep these swarms down south just to make sure there are no more pirates in this fog of war, since everything else looks all clear for the time being. And Precursor Legacy is about to finish, and like I had mentioned before there, I'm going to start building a bunch of constructors to kind of go to each of these bases and start upgrading the relics there, because that's going to give me a substantial bonus as I continue to get more and more worlds. It's basically a richer kind of scheme in this case here, and I am going to benefit fully from it. And of course, it was only like a 3-turn research, so why not? Now, what do I want to do there? Because I should be perfectly fine on the military front. Can I wait 4 turns for Stellar Marines? Because that would increase the effectiveness on the ground, so I lose less infantry in the process, and hopefully they're more efficient, which possibly means less collateral damage. I'm not sure if that actually will affect it the way I'm thinking, though. But at the very least, it'll reduce the casualties for these infestors, so when I do capture both these worlds, I can just start using those infantry as colonists there to help populate the world, because it looks like there's plenty of food, plenty of population, at least for this one world. Wow. That is a ridiculous amount of population. No wonder their approval is so low. Gallifrey 2, not so much. Anyway, let's continue on with the plan I had in mind. Start destroying these starbases. And I already know for a fact I'm going to destroy those without any issue, because it should not attack the the Wasp, because they are more of a support ship, so they're just going to be hanging back as far as the fleet AI is concerned. So we're going to eject these two, get them to join up with the Pulverizers. Everything else is going to start catching up slowly. I just wonder, do I want to wait for this one Pulverizer here or not? Well, it just got finished, so I don't think I do. Ooh, and my second Pulverizer for the North is just finished. Uh-oh. The pirates are now starting to get bold. But I am confident the starbase can defend itself. 27 railguns, 34 energy, 18 missiles. It should be able to handle everything. And I should have, yeah, I have a Pulverizer in that fleet as well, so that should be perfectly safe. I just don't have the strength to actually brute force them away. So it could get a little scary. We'll have to see. Otherwise, Moths here are just going to stay in this region, because if those pirates are going to start getting aggressive over there, then the pirates up here in the Fog of War are more than likely going to do the same pretty soon. And like I mentioned before, I need at least one more Pulverizer for North for Secleon's homeworld shipyard, so I'm going to do that. I don't think I'll do another. I'm confident 3 can do it. Especially once I get rid of this Overlord or Warlord, whatever the ship's called. Overlord, okay. That would be the big threat. And this is the Miranda one, this is the Kephium one, so I want to keep the Pulverizers going. Get 3 more going, and with how my production is going now, I really need something bigger, I think, for Miranda. Actually, what I'm thinking is maybe separate the resources together and get like a separate extra shipyard here, just strictly for Kephium maybe. At least for the time being. Because I have too much production for my own good, but of course that is due to the precursor relic, that event that triggered, that's giving me that 50% boost too, so that's part of the reason why. Now, it was about to let me end my turn there, but I know these beetles got a lot of work ahead of them to start doing, so let's destroy some more cruisers. Because that's really all the Thalans are constructing, aren't they? Almost every single one is an oath, with the occasional trust energy ships, so yeah. They don't got a lot going for them. There is still a risk of something coming through here in this Fog of War, which is entirely why I want to start moving these ships up north. I did have it going south, but again, that's because of the Wasps that were in that group. So that should be secure momentarily. Next turn I can destroy a shipyard there. Well, that's heavily defended, but that won't be a huge issue. I just gotta keep in mind that there's gonna be a shipyard with 300 health I'll have to fight as well. So I may want to wait until I'm full strength for that. What the hell? Mithrander. Oh, there must be another world down south or something there. Because at first when I saw Mithrander, I was wondering, how the hell... Wait. There must be some kind of weird... a glitch where there's another planet, maybe? Because... 139. Huh. There's some weird glitch going on there, because they're using... Because apparently that shipyard's using my production somehow. Which I do not take a liking to, damn it. I did not ask for the Thalans to start stealing my shipyard resources. Don't ask me how that happened. But if it's actually gain production for one of my worlds... Because I'm not seeing it gain resources anywhere else besides Gallifrey. Okay, that's far better. Jeez. Oh, that's weird. Maybe... What happened there? Yeah, at least now, the manufacturing is a little bit smaller. I'm just speechless for that. Maybe the Thalans are sentient. Maybe they realize that I'm onto them with their scheming and hackery, and now they're just trying to cover their steps. I smell shenanigans. Although soon enough I'll get rid of them. So I can increase culture, huh? I thought I was able to enhance the relics. Didn't I research that? Let me check that again. What the hell did I just research? Increases bonus from relics. Precursor studies. Didn't I research that? So, additional increase from relics. Huh. Why am I not getting that then? Or maybe it's no. Oh, and I also ended up switching my research there as a result, so I'll have to double check what the hell I just researched then. Because I thought for sure I was researching that. Maybe I misclicked something. Because I thought that was going for. Oh well, no matter. I could still enhance the culture there a little bit while I'm waiting. So that's not a big deal. Although I could have had that constructor going this way to get my next starbase going. Because by the time it got there, I would actually be able to pretty much would conquer everything. And there's another case where I could have easily missed that Oath Cruiser. Although it's only one, it's not a big deal. So, in all honesty, I'm really considering not having my ships in garrisons unless I absolutely need to. Kind of like right now they're over in the east where I have to fight off the Overlord at because it looks like they're coming there. So I'll have to deal with them. So I'm gonna, for the sake of making sure I don't screw up, I'm gonna keep these ships out so I can get those reminders I need that they're still around or they're available to move around, because otherwise I'm gonna be missing half my fleet there, making sure they're active, because the UI isn't as well fleshed out as like Civilization. Whereas even if I just give them one hex move there and end the turn, they're still gonna waste their entire turn there rather than give me a message that they still have points to still have things they can do essentially. So it's a little not as convenient that way. Let's see, Swarmer. I might run into the Iridians at some point, especially if I get close enough to that starbase that they clearly have, maybe? Or is that still the Thalan one? I honestly can't remember, because it's been so long since I actually checked down here. So, colony ships and that, they have to hang back. So now, moment of truth. Are they going to attack the starbase or not? I'm confident they can defend themselves. I'm confident in this anyway. No, they're just dancing around. They're just trying to intimidate me. Now, can a Pulverizer take them out? Oops, I probably shouldn't have... No, I'm safe there. They only got 2 movements. So next turn, my other Pulverizer could come out, join with it, and then start destroying the fleets in that case. So I should be good. Thank you, ludicrous speed. Although really, the pirates are not really that fast anyway. Even their big ships only have 4 move. So I lost some damage, but I didn't actually lose the swarm, so that's a big success right there. Just gotta give it a turn or 2 to repair. Then cover this blind spot here, which of course has a Oath Cruiser that's just out of reach because of my lack of life support. Moffs up here is all good. Yeah, well, it's just waiting for that. Okay, there we go. We'll take care of this one cruiser at least. I wonder if the Yor have been taking out the pirates there. Actually, they may be going north to fight them. And again, I don't think I want to encounter them just for the sake of not risking negative relations with them. Also, come to think of it, how is my trade? Do I have any resources coming back soon? Monetasium ore and Helios ore coming back next turn. And then 27 turns before I get the majority of my stuff back. Okay, that's good to know. So I can do some big trading there pretty soon. Plus whatever I get from Gallifrey if there's any resources available to me. And this is Tracy 1. So this one can get to work on swarmers there. They're 2 turns, so at least it's not a little redundant to make a bunch of tiny fighters. It's still use there. Actually, who am I kidding? Let me get some more. I want to keep those constructors going, because I got a lot of infrastructure still upgrade after all. And Stellar Marines is going to finish next turn. Perfect. Still got to wait for the rest of my fleet there. I want to get that going. Although I'm probably going to miss out. Yeah, it uses all its movement, so I'm not going to be able to join in soon. I just got to be ready to strike next turn, I think, because we'll just get close enough. 5, see, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can attack Gallifrey 1 at least. And these guys can hang back a little bit in behind and get ready to invade as well. They should be perfectly safe, because those cruisers, they decide to get rid of their engines for some reason on those variants. I'm not sure why. Probably because they were designed to garrison the planets. More than likely. And I don't know if it's possible or not, but I think that Pulverizer will be able to fit in that fleet, because I do have a 20% reduction to my logistics cost. It probably just doesn't show there, maybe? Well, if it was 5 to begin with, it probably doesn't. So we'll know momentarily. And I might as well get this constructor going for, like I said, the starbase, especially when I destroy... Well, I actually already destroyed the starbases. I just don't know if the shipyard will limit me on where I can build the starbase or not. I just know the starbases, the Thalan ones, prevented me from building another one nearby. That's all I really know. This sector is perfectly clear. Pulverizers are going to be safe next turn. What else needs moving? Alright. This turn is go time, I think. We're going to have maxed out logistics. I'm kind of half tempted to just attack the shipyard. But with all these ships here, it's going to be scary too. I have 7 action points to use. So let's make use of them, because it's really this one that I only care about the movement for. So long as it can form up with these, then I'm fine. We'll know in a moment. No, let's see, I was thinking if I could kill this one oaf and then pull back. No, I don't. But let's find out if we can join these together. Probably not? No. Unfortunately not. How many wasps do we have? We have 5 wasps, which probably would be better in this case than one single pulverizer, maybe. Actually, I'm willing to get rid of that, maybe, because they don't really do a whole lot of damage. Actually, it's just half the damage, so maybe for the extra 2 missile defense for every single ship, maybe I can afford that. Let's find out. See if this pays off. Because they got what? They got 9 oaths. Is it 9? Yeah, it's 9 oaths and 3 trusts, so this should go well for me. Let's find out. The invasion of Gallifrey shall commence now. This time, though, I'm going to speed it up as opposed to Mackenzie. So long as it decides to show me the battle there, it's taking a while to render everything. We got the dramatic music, just showing nothing at all. So, let's see. We got our oppressive fleet. We'll speed this up to make it go a little bit faster. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna slow it down now. Enjoy the fireworks a little bit. I don't think... I don't see my wasp shooting anything. I think the AI is messed up on me. Nonetheless, victory's mine. Look at that firepower. Only losing 3 pulverizers. And a bit of damage on everything else, so... not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I'll have to wait to give them a couple turns to repair. Actually, they're at full power with all the other ones, so... I just gotta wait for the other 2 pulverizers to get back... to get myself back to full strength then. Which is still gonna be like 2-3 turns. Unfortunately, but I'll still be in really good shape. Yeah, because technically I only lost 2 pulverizers because that's extra one I have available. So that is good. Now let's get these infestors in here because we got a lot of... there's a lot of population to fight, but the negative morale will actually work in my favor. Let's see, because the research also finished, so I do have the improved soldiering, which I guess gave me additional plus 10% to their power. So, what is this? Okay, planetary bombardment may not have been the best idea to pick. Damage the planet. Yeah. So, planetary bombardment is for the worst case situation, and of course it actually cost me credits to do. Wow. But it reduces planetary resistance in the process. I'll have to consider that later on, but worst case I could trade for the knowledge of the other 2 specializations if I need to. Let's take it. They lost 2 improvements. Surviving population is 17, whereas they lost all theirs. Yeah, and I lost 12 of my 18 invasion force, if I read that right. So maybe I can't quite take that. I'm just wondering, does it tell me anything about how much population is left, or is it because now they're all on the planet? So, I'm gonna have to move a couple pulverizers over. Because apparently there's too many, because of the infestors in the way there, I can't populate the planet. Actually, I might need a couple more just to be... well, it's only a single oak. What on earth could it do? But we got Gallifrey. Wow. No wonder they had so much food here. And they also got a fertility center and I can upgrade. Oh, and they also had planetary defense. I think I can happily get rid of that because I shouldn't need that, right? Because I'll be pretty efficient at defending my worlds. And what... there's an upgrade version of that hive I saw earlier. At least this one's a little bit better on its synergy bonus. And I may have to destroy that one farm there to take advantage of that influence trait there. So what I could do down the road is delete one of these entertainment centers since it would be adjacent to a fertility. Actually, that's not as big of a deal as I would like. I actually lose a bit of potential because of these 3. I'll have to think of it afterwards. Let me just consider upgrading here. It only takes me 1 turn, so it's enhancing itself pretty well. Ooh, also, that Hyperion thing actually sounds promising. I've been neglecting looking at them. Because they give me a empire-wide bonus. Especially that logistics one. A passive reduction to logistics. I don't think I need to tell you how massive that would be to my swarmer fleet. I'm not sure how small it would make it, but that would be ridiculous for swarmers. I just need enough worlds, or at least low manufacturing worlds that can benefit from making swarms for me without like wasting a bunch of production is the only thing. And we got research done, which of course was the soul drain I mentioned earlier. So, what did I want to do now? I got the main thing done. Actually, I want the precursor stuff done, because why didn't that work before? I thought I researched that. And also was something else? Oh, weird. I don't know what that was about, but either way, I can upgrade this. I don't know if there's a point to the Ascension Crystal, though. Yeah, Ancient Study Center, so I'll upgrade that, level 2. And we'll see. Yeah, I can't get it at all here for some reason. Huh. So I don't know what that was from. Interesting. Anyways. Let's get started with the cleanup up here, shall we? Next turn, maybe.